All right, if I could get you to sit down. The Sanctified Shark Tank. That's the title of our next presentation. But yet, that's how many people describe the Barnabas Group. But instead of funding, we resource ministries and each other with our time, our talents, and our networks. Bob Shank and I were fortunate enough to start the Barnabas Group about 16 years ago. When people ask me what the Barnabas Group is all about, my reply is that we help kingdom-minded people scratch their itch. Well, what's that mean? Let's take a look at this video.
Did you ever have an itch in the center of your back that you couldn't quite reach to scratch? I don't know about you, but that drives me crazy. When I get an itch like that, I ask someone to help me scratch it. Most of us have an itch to help others and we need it scratched, and we aren't sure how to do it or where it really itches. That's where the Barnabas Group comes in. There are many opportunities to help ministries you meet at church, through friends, on the internet, or just by picking up your mail. But most, if not all of these, are looking for financial support. What if we could introduce you not only to ministries that want to engage you in this way, but more importantly, to a room full of like-minded Christians that all have a similar itch? We have a network of people from many different churches that come to the Barnabas Group meetings to hear what God is doing, to be encouraged, and to jump in and get involved when and if the Holy Spirit directs. Francis Chan talks about how God is blessed when his followers come together to celebrate him, not because there is a big-name speaker or a fantastic musician, but just to be involved with him. That is the essence of the Barnabas Group. You'll have many options to get involved, and it's up to you to discern the select ministries you'd like to jump in with and serve. So what are the Barnabas Group values? Christ first, a personal commitment to be authentic followers of Jesus who know, love, and serve the Lord and Savior of our world. Calling, a personal commitment first to God the caller, then, as faithful stewards, engaging our unique abilities and gifts with a kingdom purpose in service to Him. Character, a personal commitment to Christian virtue and integrity, where our stated values match our choices and actions. Collaboration, a personal commitment to work together and leverage relationships for the greatest kingdom impact and outcome. We have lots of statistics on how God has used the Barnabas Group, but statistics don't tell the story or speak to your heart. What are the outcomes? The kingdom impact. Are lives different because of the Barnabas Group? The Barnabas Group is a ministry itself. Without the Barnabas Group, hundreds of ministries would never have a venue to present to. Even if you're not able to attend every meeting due to your schedule, hundreds of ministries would still be blessed by your donation of $1,500 per year to the Barnabas Group. You'd be helping to provide the free seminars, opportunity for folks to network and connect with ministries. Better yet, when you do attend, which is what we want, you will get to meet and network with Christians like yourself, people who want to get in the game, making worldwide impact one story at a time because of you. God is smiling at how people have scratched their itch together in the Barnabas Group and the impact that has had for His kingdom. God rejoices because you're here, seeing what He might have in store for you. Whether it is through the ministries you hear, the speaker who challenges you, or the person you happen to sit at your table with while eating some great food. If you have an itch and you want to see how God might use or connect you, and you're not afraid to be pushed outside your comfort zone, then the Barnabas Group is the place for you. Join today. Get involved. Scratch your itch. The Barnabas Group, where the marketplace leaders meet ministry opportunity.
The Barnabas Group offers privileged introductions which provide opportunities to use your marketplace gifts and passions to impact the kingdom. That's kind of a tongue twister, but it's very important, so I want to repeat it. The Barnabas Group offers privileged introductions which provide opportunities to use your marketplace gifts and passions to make kingdom impact. My guess is that almost everyone in here at least gives $1,500 or more a year to various ministries. Well, the Barnabas Group is a ministry as well. We provide platforms through our meetings which allow the ministries, like you've heard today, come and ask for help from Christian entrepreneurs, people like yourself. And we do this 4 times a year. They can't find these platforms anywhere else. We organize and facilitate several SWAT team meetings each year which help ministries and bless them, as Sarah mentioned how she'd been blessed this morning. We host several networking dinners, golf outings, and breakfast annually so that members can connect, meet each other, build friendships, and work together in ministries that they might find they have common interest in. We offer several seminars each year which are free of charge, where we bring professionals in to teach us how to better serve our constituents. We have keynote speakers like Tom Doyle and John Trent who come, they encourage, and they challenge us, and they move us outside our comfort zones. When I give $1,500 to a ministry, my hope is that ministry will bear fruit and that fruit changes lives. That's what I want to see. When we donate our $1,500 to the Barnabas Group, not only do we help the ministry of the Barnabas Group, but we also can participate in as many events as we want during the year. We offer, probably in Orange County, 20 different things you can get involved with. So you not only bless others, but you personally are blessed as well. $1,500 sounds like a lot of money, but it's $125 a month. I tried to think of a nice analogy for that, but I can barely take my wife out to dinner and a movie for $125 these days. With this, you get a Sanctified Shark Tank experience 4 times a year. Well, if you're a guest here today, if you would turn to the back of the handout, there's an application in there. Would you fill that application out? Would you join the Barnabas Group? And would you personally bring me that completed application before you leave today? I'd like to welcome you as a member of the Barnabas Group for today and for a long time to come. I like that. Is Asaiah Passwater here? Where's Asaiah? Come on up, Asaiah. Asaiah is going to come up and tell you about a new thing that we've started called the Good Steward Project, and we are just blessed as all get out to be able to watch this launch and take off. And so Asaiah, come on up and tell us about what's going on with Good Steward Project.
Thanks, Jim. Most of you in the room have probably read the book Halftime. I'm just guessing. What I like about the book is it asks really poignant questions that get you to really reflect on what it is that we're here to do in this life. And what the Good Steward Project is all about is getting people to ask those same questions in the second quarter, not at halftime. We're focused on people in their 20s and 30s to give them an opportunity, a platform, to ask really challenging questions about their spiritual, their family, and their work life, and how to integrate their faith and make those cohesive. One of the speakers before just mentioned that this is a generation of really disconnected people, and it's a sad commentary, but it's a true one. We have social media, but you might have friends online that you wouldn't recognize or even say hi to in the grocery store. And the problem that we're seeing is there's no connection, there's no sense of community, and there's certainly no spiritual development in this 20 and 30-year-old group range that I happen to be a part of. So what we're trying to do is combat that by giving people what I'm, for the lack of a better term, calling a social forum for people to get together. And what we're doing is, as the Good Steward Project, is giving people every other month, so a Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's the only time commitment that we're asking, and getting people together at Voyagers Church over in Irvine. And we had our first meeting last month, and we had over 50 people in attendance, and we have a really strong RSVP list coming up for the next month. I don't know if we have the next date is March 14th, so in just over 2 or 3 weeks from now. If you know anyone who's in this generation that you think could really use the opportunity to hear from seasoned Christian business leaders in our area, to talk with other people about challenges that they're facing in their personal and work life, or if they just want to convene and commune with people who are like-minded and want to get better and aren't so easy to accept the life of. It's very easy to live a life that's mediocre nowadays. It's not very challenging, and you can recess yourself and be isolated from the world. But there's a lot of people who aren't going to church, who are Christians but don't have a home church and don't have a fellowship with other people who share those beliefs. So we're trying to really give people an opportunity to get together, to talk about these things, to tackle these really challenging and really poignant questions about how they live their lives, what we're doing here, and why we should live a life that reflects our faith, not just one that happens on Sunday mornings. So that's part of the reason that we're here today, is to ask you for your help. If you want to be a mentor, we're trying to connect people to be these 20 and 30-year-olds who are just getting started in the workforce, most of them fresh out of college, some are in management positions, but to connect them with people who have been down those roads and have in similar industries and lived life. I think that offers an invaluable asset that all you guys, whether you know it or not, have, that would love to speak into the younger people that are just dying to get wisdom from people who've been there before. So if you want to be a mentor, we're connecting men and women. So if your wife wants to be a mentor as well. Or if you want to be a speaker, we're also having seasoned executives and Christian leaders in the area come and speak at these events for a period of time. So if you want to share some of your testimony or your life story, if you have an area of expertise that you might think would be beneficial, please contact me. I'll be over in the corner. Just let us know, and we'll work that out. Also, if you want to financially contribute, it is a membership-based organization, so we are taking donations from the people. But if you want to support that and make sure it's something that continues on in the future, let us know. So also we have these little 2-inch, we call them cards, internet cards, with our web address on it that says the goodstewardsoc.org. And if you know someone, if you have a child, if you have a nephew, a cousin, a friend, go ahead, take some cards over on the table, pass them out, and see if you can get them to get their feet through the door and in the seat. So thanks so much for the opportunity, and let us know if we can partner and work together.
It's nice to hear a young person say seasoned and not old. On that note, we'll take a 15-minute break, and I will call you back a few minutes early, and we've got 3 great ministries for you to hear about, so I will see you in 15 minutes.